Hi, welcome to the show. John and Charles here. And we're coming at you a little bit later than usual today. Wanted to try a new time out and see how that works. I know last time we've been doing around 1:30 on Sundays, and that seemed to be a little bit early for folks to join us. But if you have joined us, great. Feel free to say hello in the chat and welcome. We've got some interesting things to show you today.
Quite a bit of things actually this time. Hopefully we can actually make the show a little bit longer today.
Great. So, well, I guess we can just jump right into it. We don't have any announcements or any special things to go over this time. So we can just jump right into it.
I'm sure you'll probably hear our puppies throughout the show because they want to be by us and they run in and out of the house. So, I wanted to do this last time, but I didn't have enough pieces to show. I tend to always go into the decor section, like seasonal decor, because you never know what you're going to find, and it doesn't matter what time of the year that you go, you can always find great pieces.
And you're talking about the seasonal decor section in antique stores or in Goodwill or something?
Yes, both. Also, if you happen to go to the garage sales, are always a great find at those as well. So the first thing I want to show is this little guy that I got. He is a blown glass swan.
That's very pretty. From here, he looks like he's got a bit of a color to him. Is that?
It's a very, very faint smoky color. Like it's not too noticeable, but there is a little. And he cost me $2.
Wow.
And that was it. So he does have a little texture in the bottom of him. And I thought of multiple things I could use him for, or even if you could find one at a store, you could use a bar of soap by your sink. You could use it as a scrub pad holder, or if you have a dresser in your room, you could put your watch, you could put your rings, you could put your bracelets on it. You could pretty much use it for about anything. But I thought he was very pretty.
It is very pretty. And can we get a closer look at it? It looks like it's got some a little bit of texture inside that dish in there.
Yes, that was the area I was talking about where it's got a texture in here. I'm guessing it was originally made for a bar of soap. But you could use him for anything. I just thought it was very, very pretty. I thought it was very well made. It reminds me of some of the mid-century pieces. My mom has a bowl that actually has this similar swan tail and head on it.
Oh, nice.
So I thought it was a very cute find. Also, if you wanted to dress up a room, you could easily put a small little flower arrangement inside of him. You could even use it for that. Or you could put candy in it.
Oh, nice. That's one nice piece. And where did you get that from?
Goodwill.
Oh, very nice piece.
The next piece I have, I've had it for a while now. I wanted to find a good time to show it because it's a larger piece, and I found it at a local store here. I do not remember the name of it at the moment, but it is a thrift store. And when I walked in, I was actually quite surprised it was even in there. And they sold it to me for $45. It is by, what is the company? Godinger.
Okay.
And it is crystal.
Oh.
And it does happen to be quite a large
Oh, that
piece.
is large. Let's take a look at it here. There we go. That is,
There we go.
wow, that is a very large piece there. And what is this?
You could use this
Let me take
for
that lower third
fruit.
off there. There you go.
You could use this for fruit. You could actually take,
This is pretty thick too. I mean, this is,
yeah, it is a very thick,
that's a very heavy piece.
yes. So I've seen a piece like this before, and I really wanted to get one. They're usually more expensive. But yeah, you could take a bowl like this, which I'll show you this in a minute. You could stick it inside of it, and you could take an arrangement and put an arrangement inside of it, and you don't really notice it if it's clear.
Oh, wow.
You don't really see the piece.
So that's really nice. And this is crystal here.
Yes, solid crystal. Also, if you want to do fresh flowers in here, you could, yet again, take that bowl, turn it upside down and put it in there, and you don't have to fill this entire thing up with water. You could just put the water in here and put your flowers in it.
Ah, that's a
and
great
arrange
idea.
them.
That's a great idea. And you put that on a dining room table as a centerpiece or
Yes,
anywhere
this
really.
would definitely be a centerpiece for you. You could also, if you happen to have a crystal bowl that has a nice wide base that's big of a base as this, you could turn that crystal bowl upside down, set this on top of it, and actually elevate this piece higher. So it would be a larger centerpiece.
That'd be really nice. That'd be very, especially for something, maybe a special occasion or something, or a holiday.
Yes, especially for a holiday. You could easily fill this with, actually you could just get one of the nice bouquets of poinsettias that you can get at the grocery store, and you could just drop that right down in
Straight
here.
in there. So you want to show it, show the inside of it, see how deep it is there. We got, that's pretty deep, and that's some really nice cuts on there too. There's some nice deep cuts on the outside as well. Look at that. I really like that. It's got a really nice. It's heft. It's got a lot of that refraction going on. So you've got very pretty prismatic colors happening, and it's really heavy. I mean, I can see it's just holding it up to the camera is taking some effort.
Yeah, it's taking a little effort on my arms. But yeah, it is a very large piece. To give you a good idea, I can fit my whole fist and about half of my forearm in it. So it's a large piece.
That's really large, yeah.
And I want to say that it's a good 13 inches across.
Yeah, it's got a wide opening on it. So there's a lot you can, like you said, there's a lot you can do with it. You can make a fruit bowl out of it. You can make plant arrangements out of it. You can put a lot of things in there.
Yeah.
And even just by itself, just plain sitting empty, it'd be beautiful in something like this shelf back here or something, just sitting there.
Yes,
With
if my shelves could handle this, it would be here. But it's unfortunately too heavy for that.
that is a really nice piece. So what do you have next for us?
Next, is a set of these glasses. I don't know exactly where they're from. I had a hard time finding this
those are
particular
tiny. Look at
size.
These kind of remind me of the ones that the cut to clear that I just recently got when we were in Round Top. They were little like that.
Mm-hmm.
So very so these are small crystal glasses.
Yes, the company that had some identical to these were by Mikasa.
Oh, okay.
I just couldn't find this particular size because these are more like little liqueur glasses. So they're very small, but I thought they were very beautiful. And they had this set for sale at Goodwill for $4 for the set.
Wow, wow. And what would something like that normally retail at? You know?
The ones online, they were going for about 55 to 60 bucks.
Wow. So great deal, great find there.
And they were in perfect condition. There's no chips on any of them. There's no nicks, cracks. Whoever had them took very good care of them. There's no little scratches from being cleaned, nothing. They were in perfect condition.
Very good. It just goes to show you, when you go and look, you can find some
Yes.
great pieces there. And so it makes sense to go often. And I know that's something that we probably owe you, because we haven't done this in a while. We haven't done one of our regular videos where we've been through a thrift store, an antique store. We know we owe you that. We're going to have
Right.
something coming up. We're going to make sure to go in and hit a couple places and put together one of our normal videos where you get to see everything that's there, along with the things that we pick out. So we know that's something that you want to see. So what else do we have?
The same day, let me put these away.
This was at Goodwill.
Yes, these were at Goodwill. I did look these up. I did find them. I do not remember the company who made them, but I do remember how much they were. These are 2 crystal candle holders, and these were from Gaudinger as well. And they're in no cracks. And yet again, that's one of those things a lot of people think whenever you go to Goodwill and you see a piece of crystal, it's always going to have some sort of chip or crack, and that's not the case. I mean, there may be some little teeny tiny little chip, but that's not always the case.
Well, and you know, Goodwill's rules themselves say that they want things that are in good condition and in resellable condition.
Right.
You know, so big cracks and things like that, they really shouldn't have on the shelf to begin with.
No. But these actually were very, very nice.
And these are candle holders.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be, so they got kind of a fluted out, it flutes out there
Yes.
on the top and the bottom. And the candle would just kind of sit in the middle. So this is like a taper candle, right? Is that what we're looking at?
Yes, this would be for a tapered candle.
I see.
But I thought they were very pretty. I was actually surprised. There was a lady actually had one of these in her hand. The other one was a little further down on the shelf. And she looked at it, and I guess she didn't take it with her because she only saw one.
Well, that's why you got to look. You have to keep looking for the treasures. You know, you find one, the other one may still be sitting. Because you know what some people do? They'll go in there, they see something they like, they'll hide it, or they'll put it away someplace else so they can come back and get it later if they decide to buy it while they're still shopping, or the next day or something. So you may have found the one piece, and the other one is just hiding someplace else.
Yes. So when she put it down, I ran up immediately and went to check it out, make sure there was no cracks or bad scratches on it or anything, and I grabbed both of them and put them in the cart immediately.
Right. Very nice. So what else do we have?
The next thing we have, I'm gonna see, do we have any viewers?
I don't know. I can't tell right now, but if we do,
Well, I was gonna see if anybody could guess
what this is.
what this is.
Okay, let's take a look at it.
It is an older piece. It is crystal. And I'm just curious if anyone that's viewing could guess at what this could be.
Nobody? So my guess, it looks like something, it looks like it would fit Ritz crackers perfectly. What is this?
It is a cracker holder.
Is it really?
Yes.
So that really, you really would put crackers in there.
Yes, it is a cracker holder. So if you're having a formal dinner and something involves crackers, this is what you would put it in. It
Nice.
is made exactly for crackers.
Very nice. And this is crystal here.
Mm-hmm.
And did you find this at the same time you found the other pieces, or?
No, I found this like a week after. I went into a different Goodwill, and this was just sitting on the shelf. People were looking at it, putting it back down, passing it up, and I was like, oh, please pass this up, because I would love to take this home. You usually cannot find crystal cracker holders, especially old ones like this. You usually cannot find them anywhere.
That's very interesting. So what did you pay for something like this?
They had this for $1.50.
$1.50.
Yep.
Wow. And what's that? What would something like that be worth?
One that's like this in this type of condition, because again, it's in perfect condition. The design on it is really beautiful, especially if you put it in a case with a nice fluorescent light. It has those beautiful prisms in it. I've seen one of these go for online for at least about $45.
Wow. Wow. So that's, and what era would this be from? Is this something, you said this is old?
This particular piece is from late 1800s to early 1900s.
Nice.
Yeah, and the only reason why I knew what this was is because my grandmother, great-grandmother, actually had one of these whenever I was growing up, and she would always take actually it holds more than one pack of Ritz crackers, so a little bit over. Back then, the packs of Ritz crackers were longer.
Right.
So it would only take one pack to fit in here.
Right.
But now the packs are smaller, so they don't fit as much, so you have to open a second pack.
Look at that. So what would you do with, so would you actually use this for crackers for like a party or?
I would use this for crackers. If you had a little party with your friends and you didn't want just a pack of crackers setting out, and to easily just pop them in there with a little side of dip. Or if you were having a formal dinner, this would be a great thing to put your crackers in, so you wouldn't have like just crackers just in a bowl.
Right, yeah. Because it's kind of hard to serve crackers at a party. You have to lay them out on a dish or something, and they're all sitting down and whatever. You can't really stand them up. That's a really interesting solution. It's surprising that we don't still have things like that today.
It's surprising that.
Because people still eat crackers.
Yeah, people eat crackers all the time.
Well, maybe just me.
You would think they would continue to make something useful for crackers, especially since, I mean, every time you turn around, you see some video online. They're talking about, oh, here's this new easy dip that I come up with for a party. And
they got plenty of containers you can put dips in.
Yeah, they have plenty of but they never show whenever they do a party spread. They'll put the dip in a bowl, but then they take a plate and just kind of throw the crackers on there.
Yeah, so you get about 10 crackers around there, and they're going to be gone in no time.
Yeah.
Yes.
This would so much be easier if you just put your crackers in here and just set them on the table, and there's actually something to hold them in.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you see one of these, definitely pick it up if you have gatherings or dinner parties. It'd be perfect. And of course, you'll wind up having someone be like, I've never seen that before. Where did you get it at?
Right.
And you could tell them, well, these have been around for a long time. Just people don't use them anymore because they're kind of hard to find.
Right.
So yeah.
Great. So what else do we have today?
So I'm going to break this up just a little bit. So I picked this up. It's a little cornucopia. It has this little sack. And it was $3.
Neat. So this, you could use this for a fall display or a tablescape or something like that.
And I just noticed there is an actual...
Oh, there's still a price tag on it.
There's still the price tag on it. Doesn't say where it's from, but Oh, Hobby Lobby. They wanted $20 for it.
How much did you pay for it?
$2.
Wow. So something absolutely brand new. They hadn't even cut the tag off of it, and apparently didn't want it or something, and you got it for $2.
Yep. And I actually figured since I have this here, I would actually use this to do a little decoration.
Oh, cool.
So I'm going to set this aside and I'll show you the other two pieces. I'm going to do the decoration with it.
Great.
So these came from Goodwill. And there's a set of 2. So the glass is amber glass. It is not painted amber, because I actually checked it out.
These are candle holders, huh?
Yes, they're
Okay,
candle holders. You could take the leaves off if they happen to like start falling apart, because these limbs here that you see are actually made out of metal.
Oh, look at that. Okay.
They're metal. They're all over the place.
And the whole stand is metal. You want to show? We can put that there.
Yes, the entire stand is metal. So yeah, if these start looking really bad, you could just pull them off and you have these metal limbs.
Metal trees to stick some new foliage on, and it just blends in. It looks really great. So you got some acorns and some pine cones. It's great looking fall colors and stuff like that. And you got 2 of them.
Yes, they did come as a set of 2. They're in perfect condition.
Oh, let me get back to there. Sorry. There we go.
Nothing's wrong with them. I saw them and I was like, okay, you know what? I could use this for multiple things.
Yeah.
Especially for the fact that you can easily take the foliage off of them if they go bad, and you could just get another piece of foliage and stick it on there.
Right. Now, am I seeing that the color is dripping here, or something's going on with the color?
That's because I had not cleaned it well.
Oh, okay. So it's not. I thought maybe there's something about the coating was wrong, but it was just not cleaned. Okay.
So what you could do, just an idea of something, is you could put these across from each other. Could you back that camera up just a little bit, or would it be?
Which one?
This one.
Oh, the one that's showing right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can move that back a little bit here. This is, let me get back to camera one here. We're gonna do that, and there. Like that.
Yes. Okay, so if you were gonna use these, you could set them away from each other. Take your little cheap cornucopia, and if you happen to have some artificial or even real little pieces, you could take you some pine cones, and luckily I have a neighbor that has these huge acorns on his tree.
Those are real. Those actually came off of an actual tree.
Yeah, these are real acorns. Yeah. You could take your acorns, your pumpkins, maybe some nectarines, and a gourd. And you could stick those up in here. Just like that. Maybe stick a little acorn. Ooh, little pumpkin's trying to escape. Stick your little pumpkin up in there. And you could set it like this.
Wow, okay. And then put the candles around it.
Yeah, and have your candles spread out away from it. And there's your decoration.
Right, with just your little extra spilling out of it there.
Yeah. Easy decoration, wouldn't be hard to put together. You could easily put this on a mantle by itself. And you wouldn't really need anything. You could even, if you want to, you could, if your mantle's bigger, you could spread these out further. You could maybe put some of your little decorations at the base of your candle holders and expand your decoration.
Yeah, so you would have something like, I guess something like, it would be like something like this, So you have your thing, and then you've got your other candle there, and you can add your stuff to it. So that's a really neat idea. That is, I'm spilling things, but there we go. So there's.
Yeah, it would be a very easy decoration that would not be very difficult to do.
And that looks great. And that would look great. I mean, maybe from this angle it doesn't look great because
from this angle it doesn't look that great.
But nobody would be looking at it from the top down. They'd be coming at it straight on.
Right. So yeah, that's just a decoration idea that you could do with it.
Yeah. And fall will be here before you know it. I mean, we're already in June, so July, August, and then toward the end of August is when people start getting the stuff out and getting ready to start decorating for fall, because you've got fall, and then right after that, you start with September, you got fall, October, Halloween comes, and then right after that you've got Thanksgiving, and right after that it's Christmas. So you just feel like you're decorating constantly during those times. So it's coming.
Yeah, very quickly.
Right.
So next, we will talk about the bowl that I was using earlier. So again, these came from Goodwill, and this is the reason why always look at the holiday decorations, because you never know what you're going to get.
So those are two of the exact same bowl.
Yes, exact same bowl.
And look at that. Now it's just a bowl, so you could use it for just about anything, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
at
at a party you could put chips in it. If you're serving chips and then instead of crackers, you could put that in it, or you could do a lot of things with that. You even put that in as part of a table dressing or something. Or if you were serving food, clean that out. You could serving some kind of sauce or I don't know, mashed potatoes or whatever. You could put that on the table with your other dishes for a festive look.
Yeah, you could easily even use these as decoration pieces. You could put a floral piece in it. You could even, if you are into potpourri, you could put potpourri in it that's Christmas scented.
I didn't think of that, and you could spread those out throughout the house then, something like that. So yeah, that's why it makes sense to look at like you said, the holiday or the seasonal section when you go, because you never know, you'll find something like this. How much do these cost?
So for the set, they were $6.
For both of them. Yeah, see,
because they were taped together.
Yeah, and you have that ready to go when you're ready to decorate for Christmas, and you think, I need just a little something else or something on this table or whatever. You got it right there to go for $6.
Yeah, and these are older pieces. I have seen these before. I've seen them in sets of glasses. I've seen some of these in a plate set. Those are just usually much harder to find. Also, these bowls are harder to find. Usually most people find the glasses. And they have the short glasses and the tall glasses.
Right.
But also, if you wanted to do a Christmas gift, you could easily use these as a gift. You could take and fill these with, you could fill them with cookies, and you could put the cookies in like cellophane and do a little cellophane piece and put a little red bow around it.
That would be a really nice idea.
And they would have something they could use for Christmas, and you could have used it for a gift for someone.
Right. And $4 or $5 for a gift. That looks like it costs you a lot more. It'd be great for a teacher or something too. If you have something like that sitting around, send that instead of the normal things that teachers get rid of or throw away, because this is a gift they're going to take home and use. I like that. That's a great idea.
So yeah, I wanted to show this one just because people don't understand that it is so easy to find a gift, especially, or a decoration of your own any time of the year whenever you go to Goodwill or a thrift store, because they always have some sort of seasonal piece out
Right.
all the time. Okay, and the next piece, I don't know if you guys remember that I had showed a glass bowl. Was it our last episode?
Was it
The
the
fruit
one?
bowl?
It may have been. It may have been. I don't remember.
Or was it the one we did on the other table?
You know, I don't know. It may have been the first one.
It may have been. I had showed a video of a bowl that had this type of design on it. And this is actually what they would call the console bowl that goes with it. This one's usually much harder to find, especially some of them, the handle, there's usually a handle with a hole in it, and the handle sticks out about that much farther. If you can find that one, you're lucky. So these, you could easily put nuts in them with a little nutcracker. You could put candy in it. I remember one of my grandmothers had candy in this. The other one, she just used it where she put a piece of green foam in it, and she made a flower arrangement.
Oh, nice.
So you could pretty much use for
A lot
any of
things
those.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks like
I've
that.
even seen a friend of mine, his mom used it as a bowl for her keys.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, I mean, these are just, you know, what I thought when I first saw that was that would make a gigantic banana split bowl. You could put bananas in there and your ice cream and everything. Of course, I would think that, but that's what it looks like.
But yeah, I was actually surprised to see this because they had it.
So is this glass? This is glass?
This is just molded glass. That is it. So I paid $7 for this, and even though this one does not have the handle that comes out further with the hole in it, this piece is still online for between $100 to $130.
Wow, wow. And you know, I've said that before about these glass pieces. Just because it's glass and it's not crystal doesn't mean it's not worth anything.
Mm-hmm.
Some of those pieces are worth quite a bit. It's all about how rare they are and
Right.
the design and who made them and when.
Yeah, and this one, the pattern, if you ever try to find it, is called the Juliet pattern. If I'm pretty sure it's the Juliet pattern.
Very nice.
But yeah, I was happy to find it, especially since I have the bowl for it. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get this piece, especially for the fact that I know that it's expensive, and they have it for a really good deal.
Right.
So I had to grab it. And then of course you come home and find out that I brought something new home because you didn't know. And speaking of bringing things home, yet again, you never know when you're going to find something for Christmas.
Right, right. And I absolutely love Christmas. And so when I saw this, I was quite pleased with it. Now this is a piece that, it's a little house, right? A little ceramic house.
Little ceramic building.
It's got a light in it. And let me show you, we have a package here, in case you didn't see it. We have a little village that we set up for Christmas time. Part of it are these little houses like this. So let's take a look here and you'll see it here in a second here. Okay, well this is, starting us off way at the back there. But anyway, so yeah, this was our video from last year. This is actually our house from last year. And so this is the first video we ever posted on this channel, actually, and got
Right.
quite a number of views of us just doing a display of our house and a walkthrough. It was very, I was very surprised that so many people really liked this. But as we go inside, you'll see that we have this set up here with this little town on the inside.
Which luckily is one of the few things you see first in the video, so you don't have to watch the entire video.
Right, but look at all that you can see. Look at the glass pieces and the crystal pieces that you've mixed in here to make these beautiful tablescapes just sitting out here. This is it right here. This is our town here, and you can see the whole town with all the little ceramic houses and stuff in it, and we decorate it with the fake snow and whatnot. It's very it's fun to do. We enjoy doing it. Put the little road down, put the little pieces down. I enjoy doing that, and I think that this is going to make a great addition to it. This is Scrooge and Marley's house here, right?
Yes, this is their counting house. So on the bottom, and this is one reason why I picked it up, it was Department 56, which is all the other pieces, right?
I don't know that all of them are Department 56, but we do have a number of them.
stuff.
Some of them are.
And it says A Christmas Carol, Dickens Series 1985. No, 1986. So I snatched it just for the fact that he likes, we both like Mickey's Christmas Carol. And we also like to watch some of the other Christmas Carol movies. And sometimes I usually kind of pick on John here because sometimes he'll kind of act like Scrooge during Christmas time. But then, of course, I decorate everything and he all of a sudden just decides, oh, I'm going to be all happy now, which is kind of hard to be not happy in my house whenever I have all this stuff decorated. Yeah. So this little guy I picked up, he did not have a price on him, but the guy at the register was nice enough to let it go for $2.
Wow.
And I immediately looked it up online, and the Scrooge and Marley counting house is online for $100.
Well, nothing that Department 56 makes is cheap. Everything they have is especially even new. I mean, so that's a great deal to get it for. How much did you pay for it?
$2.
$2. Yeah, you'll never find Department 56 for $2 on the shelf.
Yeah, he looked at me and he said, "The house $2," and I said, "I will take that." So yeah, I picked it up for him. I figured it would be a nice addition now that we have a larger sidebar now. We're gonna have that village spread out further, so we can actually
Right. So
add.
yeah, and we've seen that sidebar before, haven't we? That's
Yes.
this one here.
Yes.
Where we've showed the things on it before. So now we've got more surface area to work with, and it's a little bit higher. So yeah, I think it's going to look really nice to have that whole space for that village.
Yeah, I think we scored an extra, what was it, 1.5 feet?
Was
I
it?
think
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
about a foot and a half.
It's quite a bit more space.
So, I mean, 1.5 feet and adding this guy on there, I mean, I was like, you know what, I'm going to go for it. And the bonus was the fact that it actually is worth a whole lot more than what I paid for it.
Right. And that's a very nice piece. And it's in really great condition, and the light works.
Yes, I plugged it in. Even the light that they had it in worked perfectly fine. So, if I can find somewhere to put him where he won't fall. The next thing I got was this very, very heavy well-made basket.
Whoa, that's a large basket there.
Yeah.
Wait, let's take a look at it here. We got. So this is wicker. Is that what this is, or is this?
It is wicker. It is a twisted wicker. It's very, very tightly twisted. I mean, it's very well made, and it's not a light basket either. It's got some
some heft,
some weight to it.
Yeah.
But I thought it was cute. It
Well,
had this.
I like this plaid kind of country Christmas interior to it that goes well with the wicker.
Yeah, I liked the liner on the inside of it and the fact that it had the handles. And I was like, you know what? I could do so many things with this, especially like I alternate different decorations for Christmas. And this year I'm going back to the vintage, retro, old-fashioned Christmas. So this is probably going to end up, if you watch the videos for Christmas, you'll probably see this over by the fireplace. And I'm probably going to get some scented pine cones and put in it.
Yeah. That's
so
great.
I thought that would be really cute.
And how much did you pick this up for?
This actually was a little bit more expensive. I think probably because it was more well made than the other baskets they have. This one was $8.50.
Oh, still, that's not bad at all.
But no, I looked up online for one made the way the binding is on here, and these baskets actually surprised me. They were like $40.
Wow. So still a great deal.
And baskets usually aren't cheap anyway.
Right.
But then you got one that's made like this one, and I'm like, okay, I know that these are expensive because I've seen them in stores before. So yeah. Oh, and you know, you could easily do other things with this. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be, if you find one, it doesn't have, you don't have to have pine cones in it. You could put Christmas magazines in it.
You can do anything. You can do a lot of things with that.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff you could do with this. Also, if you wanted to use this as a gift, I thought of a really good idea.
Oh, really?
So if you happen to have a Christmas recipe that you would want to use, so you could go on Amazon, you can actually buy little fabric bags, different size bags. They could be, 12-foot high fabric bags. You could get some with this same plaid, or you can get some that are red bags, green bags, yellow bags, and you can take and put the ingredients, like measure out the ingredients for what your recipe is. If it's like
so I've seen that. They've done that with say hot chocolate in a jar or something.
Yeah, it's kind of like if it was a hot chocolate in a jar. So you could easily take your recipe, like if it's a Christmas cake, you could take and measure your flour out, put your flour in one of the bigger bags, and put all of those bags in this basket. And then you can put the recipe in it and just give it as a gift like that. And it would be very decorative.
So little like burlap bags or something?
Yeah, and they have colored ones that you could use. And you could easily just put them in here, different heights, and it would be perfect. It would all be completely festive.
Or something like this, or?
No, those are tote bags.
Oh, no, so something else then. So
Like those right there.
Like these here.
They have some colored ones. I would have to look for them a little bit further than you did, but
Right.
they have Christmas colored ones.
Oh, okay.
And they have them they do sell them where they're in different sizes. They have taller ones, shorter ones, squatty ones,
Right.
wider ones. So you could have different sizes of them in here of the mix for your recipe,
I see.
and do it as a gift, and it's all festive and really cute.
That would be a great idea.
And it would mainly just be the price of what you paid for the basket and for the ingredients and the little bitty bags that you can get online, and they're not that expensive. So
Yeah.
it isn't like you would be spending a lot of money for the gift, but by the time you presented it to them, it would look like you spent quite a bit of money on the gift.
Right.
So yeah, that was just one idea.
Yeah, that's a great idea. So many things you can do with it. It just lets your imagination, run wild on those sorts of
pretty
things.
much.
Yeah.
So the last thing we're gonna do is, I'm sure you saw in the intro, there was a little centerpiece that I made.
Yes, that was a picture, I think, that we'd shown. That was the thumbnail for this video.
Yeah, the thumbnail.
Yeah.
So we always end up doing this thing now where we show a thumbnail, and now, like last time I did the one with the little fox in the books. So I figured I would do this one. Also, this one was another one of those things where I could tell about the fact that people definitely need to go to garage sales because you never know what you're going to get. So
Right.
this is a
This
piece.
is what we were showing here.
Yeah. So I was going to show you exactly what I did and where I bought it.
Right.
If you want to back that video up again so they could actually...
Oh, you the camera.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
Or maybe not.
Think that'll be good.
Yeah, I think it will be good.
Okay, I can take
So,
that lower third off for you. We'll just...
I bought this piece at a garage sale. It is heavy. It is a pedestal from Pottery Barn.
Oh, look at that.
I did look this up, and these things can be expensive. This is a turned wood 15-inch candle tray and a plateau.
So this is a candle tray, but it's a nice pedestal for just about anything.
But it is turned wood. That's why it's so heavy.
Yes, it's really well made.
It is.
And it
I
looks,
mean-
it's elegant. So you can use it for a lot of different things. But look at that.
It's solid. I mean,
Yeah.
it's heavy. Especially for it being solid turned wood. I mean, that's a quality piece. And if I had to add it up, I probably may have paid $10 for it. And these when they did have these, I don't know if they're selling them anymore. Excuse the puppies. We're tapping on the floor. So yeah, I looked these up. Pottery Barn was selling them for like $85, $90. These things were not cheap.
And this is at a garage sale. And that's something that I guess I haven't, we haven't really mentioned, was garage sales,
Yeah.
You talk about Goodwill, you talk about thrift stores, you talk about antique shops, but garage sales are a great place to look for items.
Right.
And a lot of times those are just priced because they want to get them off their lawn.
Right, and you can easily talk to them about the price. So
Yes.
if you look at it and you're like, you know what, I think this is a little more expensive than I would want to pay, you could easily talk to them just like you do if you go to
Right.
like...
Well, at a garage sale, people are, the whole point is this is stuff they don't want and they want to get rid of it.
Right.
So, if you can make them a decent offer.
Right,
you can
and
get it.
usually you're going to get a good offer anyway because it is a garage sale and a yard sale. You don't expect to pay a lot of money there, so it's not going to be expensive anyway. But if you happen to look at it and be like, you know what, I really don't want to spend that much on it, you could easily talk them down.
Right, right.
But yeah, I got this piece and I actually bought these pieces from the same person. These are from Pottery Barn too. They are blown glass.
Oh, it's blown glass.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, okay.
Actually, that one has a bubble in it.
Oh, look at that.
See?
Normally when I think of blown glass, I don't think of these large pieces like this, although it's very common. I think of those little things you get at those little kiosks in the mall with those little tiny elephants and stuff.
Yeah, these are huge pieces. There's nothing wrong with them. They're perfectly fine.
Yeah, those are really nice.
And these are something that if you want to keep them clean, I mean, you can. We may have to back up on that, actually.
Sure, let's see. We can back that up a little bit.
There we go.
There we go. Okay.
So it is made, if you see down in there, for a pillar candle. I mean, a tapered candle. So it is small enough down in there for one. But what I did, just to keep them clean, is I bought some of these that are in glass.
So it's votives, but also inside of glasses already.
Yeah, except these are like a taller version of votives. So it's like a double votive. And just to keep me from having to deal with them being dirty, I just stuck them down in there.
Well, then you don't have to worry about getting the wax off of those things.
Yes.
Once you melt, because this way you can actually use them and actually light them up. And these are two different heights too. I don't know if it's
Yeah,
if you
they
said
are
that these
two different heights. And I just stuck those little bad boys in there. You can light it up, blow them out when you want. You ain't got to worry about cleaning these. And then I took what I used last time on one of the displays, the piece that I got from Home Goods, and I just stuck it up there.
And that is what ended up. And so this was the final look. Here was this. Mm-hmm. And that's that looks really nice. And it's simple. It's summery.
Right. It's very easy to
Well,
make.
just like the one that we showed last time, that we had the piece that was sitting on the table that you made. We showed that, and it was also just simple, because summer to me feels like it needs to be simple with the heat and whatnot. It feels like, you know, it too much, and it feels like you're just adding to the heat, especially out here in Texas. But
Right.
So keeping it simple, keeping it light with the light colors, it looks really nice.
Yeah, and it wasn't hard to put together. It was, I mean, you saw how quick that was. I mean, you just put them up there, put the flower in the front, and you're good to go. You have a nice centerpiece for your table.
Right.
And if you have someone that's coming over for maybe tea, and you don't have a centerpiece on your table, because some people don't keep them,
Right.
this is something you could throw up literally 2-3 minutes. And you
Yes.
have a centerpiece that's nice, and you didn't put a lot of time into it, but it looked like it was actually thought out.
Right. And as you see, this is the one we had last time. And this how well does that go with this piece?
That would go really well with this
So
piece,
you could put these in the same room, different tables, different areas, and it would go well together, or in different rooms, but you have a theme throughout the house, that those light colors, the glass, and it looks really nice.
Yeah. It was something I figured would be, people would enjoy, just something that, you know, you picked up from a garage sale, and it was something easy to throw together.
Right.
I think that is it that's all I have to show.
Well, that was quite a bit. I mean, this is probably the longest show we've done so far. As always, if you have anything that you want to send us, any finds that you've come across, you can email them to right down here after hours at charlesandjohn.com, or visit us at our website, charlesandjohn.com. We have more videos coming for you soon, and we'll have more live videos, so be sure to join us. Hopefully, we'll be able to post those a little bit further in advance than we did today, so you'll know when a live show's coming up that's scheduled, so you can make it. I think that's about all we have for today.
Yeah, and you know what? There's a couple of people that tend to like the puppies, so you know what? We can call the puppies over here if you want to see the boys. Come here, puppies. Come here. Oh, come here. You want to get the other one? Nicholas, go see your daddy.
Come here, Nicholas.
Oh,
all right.
Here we go. Here's who's been tapping around on the floor.
Yeah, so this is Nicholas.
And here's Noel.
They're brothers. They're only 8 weeks apart in age, and they're going to both make 4 later this year. And we named them Nicholas and Noel because one was born around Christmas time, this one, and the other one
Was a Christmas gift.
We got him as a Christmas gift for us, so we named them Christmas names. That's why they're Noel and Nicholas. 2 little boys, and they keep us busy.
Yes.
So, anyway, thank you for joining us. We will have more coming soon, so keep watching. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, hit that like button. It really does mean a lot to us. And we'll see you next time. Say bye, boys.
Bye.
Say bye.